Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, Bondy Blue, and I am back for Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys come on into the room. I just have some last little screenshots to get and put in here, and we're going to begin. But I want to give you a chance give you guys a chance to come into the room. So y'all go ahead and do that, and I'll be with y'all in a moment. Thank you. I'm coming, y'all. Come on in. I see y'all. It's almost 200 of y'all in here. I'm going to give y'all a second. Y'all, please like the video, and we're going to get into it in a moment. Appreciate y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. All right. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? It is Valentine's Day. Yes, I'm feeling amazing. Can you guys let me know how you are feeling about the sound? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is it all clear? Are we feeling good? Okay, listen. Are y'all following my Relax with Blue channel? Follow my secondary channel, you guys. I actually just got that channel all together monetized, and I put up a live last night of me and my husband when we went on a date. We had a really good time. Also, I did LASHAE's energy supplement for the first time yesterday and today, and I'm feeling amazing. I'm definitely, able to get everything done and not feeling as tired as I normally do. Child, I'm pouring into myself today. Okay, so we getting this work done so that I can chill for the rest of the evening because it is Valentine's Day. Okay. Hey, everybody. Okay, everything's good. Sounds good. Everything's clear. Okay. Let me go ahead and get to these pictures, you guys, because we got to pull in some of these screenshots, baby. We got to put in some of these screenshots of Martell in his tight sweater. Look how much it took. Look at his uncle looking at him like, damn, that sweater. Damn, boy. You know that sweater sure do look tight, boy. Like, well, have you found such a tight ass sweater, son? Like, it's okay to go up a size. You don't have to stay in the medium size when the muscles get bigger or when you start eating a little bit more. I don't know which one it is. I don't know whether he's hitting it extra hard these days because, he's doing, the angry workout. Y'all know how y'all try to make your ex feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Or you just trying to make them feel jealous all in all. So you out here hitting the gym extra hard. Because you got time to feel. Because, your other woman don't take up all your time. She take up some of your time, but not that your wife not taking up all your time. The other half of the time that the brother had. Child, he's a mess. He goes to talk to his uncle at the dress store so that he can get him some suits made. I don't know why. I don't know where he going. Okay, nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to deal with you. Okay, because you are delusional and something is wrong with you. And I feel like the way you treat your wife and the way you act on this show will probably seep through in your business dealings, which is why the whole situation with the comeback group wasn't able to actually flourish. Everybody wanted to act like it was all Mel. But to me, I feel like for every, bit of confusion that Mel probably had with them, every time they got in front of everybody, Martell was on a whole different page. So to me, I feel like somebody like Martell is not to be trusted because you can't trust them in private and you damn sure can't trust them in business. And I think he proved that time and time again when it came to the comeback group and when it comes to Mel, y'all. Okay, so yeah, him and his little tight shirt went over there by his uncle so that he could try to get more people to have sympathy for him and what the kids are going through and how, they're put a pause on the 47 acres business because of what's going on in his private life and all of that. And then to keep blaming Mel. Everybody keeps saying, well, Mel put it out there. Well, Mel put it out there. And I hate when people make it seem like it's worse for her to say it publicly that it's happening than it is for him to do it. Like everything would have been perfectly fine if Mel would have never said anything about Martell cheating on her. I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. And I also feel like, why am I supposed to keep my pain quiet so everybody could not be upset and know how flawed this man is? Is that what it is? I'm supposed to eat it and suffer and quiet and figure my shit out so I can continue to be a wife and a mother, with a man that treats me dirty and feels like he's entitled to have another woman. I'm supposed to stay quiet about that shit and we supposed to work it out. That's what I'm supposed to do. Child, I don't know what year y'all think it is, but that's not the year Mel is living in. Child, wait till we get to the end of this episode and the screenshot I got for y'all to pull it all together for everybody in case they did not know. But let's go ahead and move on because Maurice right now in these eyes, okay, like that's most of the scene. Maurice is hell-bent on aggravating us, Jalen and Kimmy. Okay, let's show y'all Jalen. Look at Jalen's face. Jalen is just sitting up there like, this fool. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to act like Maurice was giving Jalen bad advice. If you want to be in a certain career, it would be best for you to figure out ways to be in that career. For instance, so y'all know that I'm a college graduate. I graduated mass comm, concentration in television and film. I actually interned at a production company. And I did like a local commercial. I had done things like that in the past anyway, through like various, I've done plays and I've been a part of productions. Like I've been a part of commercials before. Like I've always kind of had my feet in production period, in entertainment period. That's always been what I wanted to do. So I'm blessed with that. The forethought to always kind of know what I was going to do. I always knew. So for me, it was really simple. You get internships with production companies. We have production companies down here. I did that. Then I got on at the news station. I interned at the news station and I got a job at the news station. So even though it was a job, it was in my field. Everybody isn't that blessed. I'm aware. But what I'm saying is, when I was working at the news station at first, I was only working part-time. So I was also working down to the civil district court. Okay. I was working down to the civil district court. Okay, working there from 8 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I would leave and then I would go to the news station from about 6:30 to about 10, 11 o'clock at night whenever the show was over. And sometimes it was later than that. So at the end of the day, I worked those two jobs and I was also in my last semester of college during that time as well. So for me, the idea that all he needs to do is focus on the end goal or the career is foolishness to me. Yeah, it's great to be able to do that, but he already has the help that I didn't have. I had my own apartment. I had my own car. I had to pay my own bills. Okay. So for me, I just kind of feel like if I was able to accomplish all that, mind you, I was tired, but I'm still saying, like, he's a young man whose mother is affording him a place to live. Okay. He has his job. Yeah, he can definitely go out and find a way to do something else, but we are in a pandemic. So the way Maurice is coming at him is a little agitating to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like you don't want him to have a job. Like, you feel like it would be better if this grown ass man who just graduated from college were living in your home with his mother without a job, just so he can say he's doing something in his career. That is stupid. That is stupid to me. I am very much along the lines of teach your kids how to take care of themselves, because you never know. And you never know if you're going to be able to have a job in your career. There are so many of us who graduated from college and never got a job in our careers. We have degrees that have absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing right now. Okay. There are a lot of us like that. So this whole idea that he doesn't have to work, he should just focus on, whatever he wants to do in real estate. Jalen expresses that he doesn't even know what venue he wants to, what path he wants to take in real estate. There are a number of things that he can be doing. And he also said, I thought I was going to have a mentor in Marceau. So what's up with your brother? Okay, what's up with your brother? Because your brother was supposed to help me. But see, your brother got 20 girlfriends and 20 businesses and a wife and 3 kids, and he don't have time to help somebody get their shit together. Okay. But I feel like this whole thing, when you look at it, is a testament to the fact that Maurice has been able to lean on Kimmy. To me. Like, I feel like they're already giving him a leg up by allowing him to live there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the difference is he doesn't have any of those bills. My children will be allowed to stay at home and build with my assistance and will not have to work a meaningless job as long as they are building. That's great for you. That's great. That's so great that you feel like you can make that decision. You have enough money for that. But I personally feel like there is nothing wrong with somebody having what you call a meaningless job, because I feel like that's foolishness. Nothing is meaningless. Everything is experience. Everything is understanding. Even if it's understanding how management works and how people are treated in certain sectors of business and how it's important to be good when you are a business owner and you are a boss. It's great to have the experience of working under people who don't appreciate their employees so that you can know to appreciate your employees. So this whole idea that, I'll just let my kids, work on their careers. Like, you can't really say that that's going to help them do anything. You know what I'm saying? They could really just be sitting on their fucking elbows working on their career forever. Like, let y'all tell it. So to me, I feel like it's important to push your children to be able to take care of themselves, as well as figure out how to do what it is that they really want to do. It teaches them how to be able to move with the ebbs and flows of what any career will bring you. Nothing is finite. Nothing is definite. And you need to be able to mutate. You need to be able to move and do different things. So to me, having a meaningless job is sometimes just having the know-how that I have this on my resume, I can do this. You can move on from that. If it's a little job, leave that job and go to the next job. Like, I'm in that mind frame for sure. Don't tie yourself down to something that you don't want to do forever. But also, don't be, I feel like, so frivolous as to feel like you don't have to do anything because you're working on your career. Now, when I was in school, that was the rule in our house. If you're in school, then you don't have to work, then you can stay at home. But when I went away to go to school, I didn't want to stay at home. I wanted to go away. And to go away, you needed money. And my people made it so that I had to get a job in order to be able to live without, the little, $20? So give me $20. Like, what the fuck am I doing with $20? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always needing money when I was in college. So I realized that I needed to be able to take care of myself and not call my parents or my siblings every time I needed money. And I was living in a dorm and that was paid for. And I had a food card and that was paid for. And I still needed money to get around and do things and live life pre-pandemic. So at the end of the day, I feel like a job pays for that young man to live his life. If he does not have a job that is paying for him to live his life, then he's asking his mom not only for the money to live his life, but for a place to live and food and shelter. That's too much. He needs a job so he can have money in his pocket as a young man. And like we said, we're in a pandemic. I think it's so easy for Maurice to talk about what's easy out here when you've already laid a foundation for what you're doing prior to the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? You were already working in that field and all of that. And I also feel like that's because you were able to rely on Kimmy and make Kimmy responsible for more than she probably should have been responsible for, so that you could live out your dream. And now you want her son to do that too. Like, I'm sorry. But to me, it just seems like he wants to put more, it's okay to just keep putting shit on Kimmy, just so we can say that he's living his dream. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. Thank you so much. Girl, you have helped me through the day. Throw on Bondy Blue and I'll be hollering. Thank you, Paige. I appreciate the super chat so much, love. Thank you. Hard work builds character. There is both wrong with that. I think you meant nothing wrong with that. I stayed at home but worked 2 jobs because my mom said I had to work. I paid 2 bills in the house. This taught me how to save and build. You're talking like somebody that I understand. Like, I get that very much so. Okay, so this whole conversation just kind of blew me because I feel like Kimmy has told Maurice to leave this alone several times and he continues to like talk about it. So I feel like it's, probably them making more issue for the show, but it's still, him making an issue where there doesn't need to be any. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I don't see what's wrong with gaining a little work experience. He just graduated. Let him do real estate on the side. He's still young. Right. And what else he doing if he, like, it's a pandemic? He got nothing else to do. He definitely needs to be trying to, do what he needs to do in his field. And I appreciated that advice from Maurice. But, this idea that he needs to quit the other job. No, you need to do both. That's it. Okay. Let's move on to Mel and Martell, y'all. And this is my favorite screenshot from this whole scene. Do you see the look on Mel's face, you guys? Like this video if y'all understand the look that she's giving right now. What is this look saying? Okay, listen, she said to him, yes, let's talk about the treatment, Martell. Let's talk about the treatment. Okay, since he wants to say that he feels as if he's treated her so well because after he finished fucking his side chick, he came home at a reasonable hour. I love that mindset. It's almost like I didn't cheat because I came home at a reasonable hour, bitch. Like, you know what's funny? You know probably why he was home at a reasonable hour? Because you leave work early and you leave your wife with work at, because they have this job, they have this business together. So she does most of the work at the job, at the business. At Houghton. Okay. So Mel probably has to do all the business at Houghton. And he's like, oh, I'm going to leave early. I have to go get the kids and stuff, but I'm going to go to the gym before I do that. Or I'm going to go do this or something like that. So he'll leave the business early and leave her taking care of the business, go fuck on the side chick, and then probably have to pick up something for the kids or something on the way home. So that's why he got to be there at a reasonable time. But I just kind of, and even if he's not, that means that Mel is doing the business and picking up the kids and going home and probably starting dinner. Meanwhile, you left work early, went go fuck on your side chick, took a shower, and now and went to the gym, and now you home. So you didn't had a good day. And then you come home and get the fuck on your wife. Child Martell is something else, something other. Like, I cannot deal with Martell, y'all. He's the worst. Okay, this is the face Martell, the worst. Okay, so y'all, they sit down because they're talking about the things that they have to break apart, right? It's Houghton, and he says he doesn't want to be a part of any of their business ventures together anymore. Okay, so they have several businesses to break apart, and Mel has her business lady Bob on, and she's ready to get to work. Okay, she's ready to talk about what we breaking apart then, Negro. Okay. Now, I think it's so funny because at the beginning of the episode, when he, was in his tight sweater talking to his uncle, he was talking about how the 47 acres was put on hold because of his, business or whatever. But there was also a part of that conversation that led me to believe that Martell wanted that business to be on hold so that the divorce would go through, and any of the money from that business he would be able to recoup without Mel getting any of it. Like, that's what it felt like he was saying. Am I the only person that caught that it kind of felt like he was talking about keeping Mel out of the 47 acres? Because I felt like that's what he was saying. Yep. Okay. I'm not the only one that picked that up. Okay. And so while they're sitting there talking about this, and they're talking about all of the businesses that they want to break apart, he brings up how she felt like he shouldn't be a part of her Embrace Beauty company that she just started. The truth of the matter is, anything that was started while y'all was still married should be split down the middle. Okay. And I think everybody who has their own business, they should leave with their own business. But any of the, anything you have now, break it apart. Mel is like, let's dissolve it. Let's dissolve it all. We're going to hope we're going to dissolve that. The entertainment, we're going to dissolve that. Embrace Beauty. He was like, you were saying I can get 15%. And now you're saying that you don't want to give me 8%. And I don't understand, because I feel like I treat people how they deserve to be treated. I feel like I've treated you with respect because I came home after fucking on my side chick and her calling you and, disrespecting you. But, at the end of the day, I always came home. And then I gave you all my money. I trusted you with all my money. And this is when Mel starts to get emotional. She's like, you trusted me, right? That's why you gave me your money, because you trusted me, right? He kept talking himself into a corner. Like, he kept saying shit that just proves the point that you have not been trustworthy. You are asking of her what you have not given to her. At the end of the day, you have treated her badly, then blamed her for it, and then you continue to go around and badmouth her to other people as to make her relationships with other people bad, and then you come to her and play the victim like it's her fault that your relationships have been ruined. Martell, sweetheart, what we want you to understand, you ruined your relationships. You were an asshole to your wife on television. Do you know how many men have cheated on their wives and still been able to retain their businesses? It is everything that you have done thereafter that has been like a smear campaign against the mother of your children. You seem like a petty, untrustworthy fuckboy, and nobody wants you to be a face of anything. Nobody wants you to be the face of anything when people don't like you. What you don't understand about that? And all this, Mel put it out there. Mel put it out there. Martell, your ass signed up for this reality show knowing you were cheating on her. What did you think was going to happen? Did you really think you were going to be able to keep that quiet? And so let's think about that for a second. Martell was cheating on Mel before the show started. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to read that in a second. But, okay. So he was cheating on her before the show. They get on the show. That was your chance to stop cheating. You didn't stop cheating. So you got found out. You probably got found out right before y'all started taping. But either way, the shit comes out on the show that you were cheating, right? She takes you back and she gives you another opportunity because she ends up pregnant with you because y'all have still been screwing. Okay. So she ends up pregnant. She takes you back. Y'all have this new baby. Boom, the pandemic hits. She gives you this chance, right? What do? You go and leave and fuck on the side chick in the pandemic, right? You even could have got back from that, but you went around and acted like an asshole and made her out to be the bad guy, blamed her for your actions, okay? And then the girl comes up pregnant for however umpteenth time and decides that this time she's keeping it. So how many chances was he given to stop cheating on her, to make this right before he ruined all of his opportunities? I think he was given a lot of chances. Anyway, happy love day, Bondi. Martell needs to just leave Mel alone and let her move on with her life. He doesn't deserve her. He needs to go and further mess up his side chick's life. I mean, please. Okay. But like the way he was talking to her, talking about, I'm the one that went and made 6 figures cutting grass so you could quit your teaching job because you was just a teacher. Like, just a teacher. She was like, did you forget, Martell? You were a teacher too, Martell. Okay, listen. He talked himself into a corner to me. Like, this entire scene, he's running his mouth, talking about how, he trusted her and he feels like he treated her well. It's like, no, Martell, you didn't. Okay, so let's talk about the treatment, Martell. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's talk about the treatment, Martell. Okay, because the treatment was terrible. Okay, the treatment was terrible. And then when he tries to get into this bullshit about her cheating too, because he loves to get into that, he keeps trying to put it out there that she cheated on him, even though he doesn't have any evidence of that. Even though that, you know, that was never really in a part of their relationship issues, that she cheated on him, but now he wants to bring it up to tit for tat the shit out of her. And she basically said in her confessional that the times that she has had conversations with other men, it was when they were not together. So meaning during the times that they were broken up because he cheated on her, she was talking to other people. They got back together, whatever. So basically what we're saying is everything, you know, with her talking to other people was a result of his cheatation. But he wants to make it seem like that makes them even. And I just kind of feel like the only way you guys would be even is if Melanie was cheating with the same guy for a number of years, and then she got pregnant by him, and you had to get a paternity test to find out whether it was your baby or not. That is the only way that y'all would be even Steven in this shit show of a situation, as far as I'm concerned. And that is not what happened. That is not the situation at all. So I just wish that he would really stop that. Like, stop trying to make it seem like she's done equal damage to you, because you continue to do worse to her than she does to you. She just wants to be left alone, Martell Holt. I'm not with you. Okay. That's what she keeps telling you. And what do you keep doing? Coming around, gaslighting, antagonizing, trying to make her look bad on camera, trying to make it seem like she's cheating to y'all friends and family members and shit. You are low down. So she leaves because she doesn't want to continue this conversation, giving him any more light with this cheating bullshit. So she walks out. He follows behind her and tells her that they haven't talked about the money she transferred from their joint account to her personal account. And this whole thing, he's so upset because he feels like she's making it hard for him to make money. It's like, no, sir, you've made it hard for you to make money with your dumb ass. Okay. So then Destiny and Tisha. Y'all, Destiny's baby is the most adorable little thing I've ever seen. Chocolatey goodness, just as adorable as he wants to be. I had to show a picture of him because he was so adorable. I couldn't take it. But anyway, Tisha goes down to Destiny's beauty supply store to talk. I didn't realize they were cool, but apparently she's still doing her mommy, you know, podcast shit. And she wants Destiny to come on and be a part of it. She also wants Kimmy to be a part of it. Okay. The thing is, Destiny brings up once again that she's still feeling like there's some, you know, negative energy between she and Kimmy because of how things started off. Kimmy said, I don't know her. I just know her husband makes chicken. Destiny was offended by that, brought it up on more than one occasion. And now she's acting like Kimmy is the one with the problem. Excuse me. Yeah, miss me with that, Destiny. You gonna aggravate us with that shit. That's why we was mad at you last season. And where is LeBaric? Where is LeBaric? I have not seen LeBaric since what? Last season? Where is LeBaric? LeBaric got a whole baby on this show, and we ain't seen him in a month of Sundays, boo-boo. Okay? I'm trying to understand exactly what is going on here with LeBaric. Okay? When she showed up with that baby, you know, with her at the job on her chest like that, I was like, where is this baby's daddy? I feel like this man is never around. Of course, Destiny wants to talk about her issues with Mel. Tisha, your issues with Mel. I just feel like she, you know, was talking bad about me. And I'm just like, talking bad about you for what? Well, she was saying my logo was the same as her logo. And I'm like, I didn't even pay attention to it to see. And I'm like, you a lie. You a lie. You a damn lie, Tisha. I'm sorry, but you definitely single white female Mel and then act like you don't. Y'all can say what y'all want to. But she did a lot of things to where she was sipping from the fountain of Mel Holt, okay, Melanie Holt, you know, getting all of the game from her and asking her for advice. And then when she would talk to her and give her the game and give her the advice, she'll go and talk bad about Mel behind her back. And then when Mel finds out about it, then all of a sudden Mel is the mean girl. Mel is the bad guy. I'm tired of her with that shit, especially now that I just remembered exactly how that all went down. And I remember Tisha being the first one to do some dog dirty shit to Mel. Mel invited her out. They sat and they had lunch. They talked, and she took that shit to Kimmy on a negative tip about Mel. And that is the way she is jealous of her and continues to move in that way. Well, I'm going to get the game from her, but I'm not going to give her any credit, and I'm going to do it better than her so I can kind of move her out the spot. That's what it seemed like Tisha was trying to do. But Tisha doesn't have the vocabulary, wherewithal, mindset, or the charisma or the confidence to do so. She's a beautiful, intelligent woman, but she sells herself short, and that is why she's in the position that she's in. If she really wants to pop, she needs to get some fucking independence and, you know, get her own swag and stop trying to jack on somebody else's shit. That's just how I feel about it. Okay. I blame Wanda. Okay. Melody, Tisha, and Destiny all have the same logo though. I so want to root for Tisha, but I just don't like her. That's funny. So Destiny's logo, whose logo came first? And then we can pretty much say this is stupid. She knew come on, single white female. Poor Tisha. I wanted to get it together. Okay, I really do. So you guys, the next scene we saw was, y'all, it's bad because I couldn't get the HD one. But this man right here is Chris. All right. He is Martell Holt's real estate broker. He's the one that told him that company, the company that was trying to come and build the homes. I can't think of the name, but anyway, that company that was supposed to come from out of town to work on the 47 acres, they don't want Martell Holt as the face of their business after everything that's been going on. Child, the Facebook group is fucking messy. Okay. Like, it's a lot. All right. Child, Chris is zaddy. He is nice looking, isn't he? But yes. So Chris shows up to scope to kind of relate a message to Marceau about coming on as part of the 47 acre situation. I feel like it's more Martell's way of getting back in good with Marceau. I also feel like Marceau wants to have his friendship back with Martell. I don't know why, but I've never felt like Marceau really wanted it with Martell. I feel like he's always kind of been in defensive mode against Martell. He made the mistake of laughing too hard about Martell being messy about his shit and not knowing how to keep his side chicks in check, like Marceau does, allegedly. I'm just saying, I really feel like Marceau definitely does shit out there. I just think he picks the right women to do it with. I told y'all he was smart. But anyway, just not that smart. Anyway, what's my next note? Okay, so he says that he will place a bid. Okay, he thinks it's a little, a little shaky, but he will place a bid on the project if and when it comes about. Okay, fine. Goes inside, relays this information to Tisha, and Tisha is straight. I don't want to work with the Holts. Anything that has to do with the Holts, I don't want to work with them. Y'all, everybody's accent is country. I'm trying to, lay off of Mel and get into Tisha, which is still kind of soft and country, but a little bit more broken up. I'm trying to get it. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a few more episodes. Tisha don't be on the episodes as much, these past few. But anyway, she basically says, I don't want to work with them, period. I don't want to do it, period. And Marceau is like, okay, I'll pass up $30 million because you don't want to work with them. Sure. He was being sarcastic. She thought he was serious. Her uncle was there. For some reason, she thought her uncle said something different than what Marceau said, but her uncle just reiterated that they should wait and see and, just keep their ears to the ground because that's a lot of money. Okay. He should see what he's going to do about it, but not just throw it away. So I feel like the uncle said the same thing that Marceau said, but Tisha turns around and says, see, my uncle knows how to talk to his nephew. Girl, what are you talking about? He just said the same thing. I was just like, girl, girl. Oh my God. Like I can't with her. I just can't. Let's move on. Jalen's graduation party with the cast. Apparently they had several of Jalen's graduation parties. And this one was for the cast, okay? Because we ain't got time for that messy shit at all of the parties. It's already been put out there that Kimmy does not want any mess as it pertains to her damn kid, all right? So I think she purposefully only invited a certain group of people, right? Destiny gets there, all right? Destiny got there first. Ow! Okay, listen. Then Tisha and Marceau got there. Ow! Okay, listen. Kimmy. Ow! Look, everybody's cute. Y'all like the video? Thank you. You guys. As soon as she walked in, I felt like nigga can't outstunt me when it comes to these fucking cars. Believe that. You know me. I don't need no introduction and shit. Ride Bentleys around the city on buttons, you bitch. Arm hanging, wrist blanging, just stunting and shit. Drop the top, block a hot stable. Look, my name is Melody. Don't get it twisted. Look, I'm not mad. I don't want to say this everything. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm sorry. Mel look the fuck good. Okay? With the T on the end. She showed out when she walked up. Okay. Now I know she thought Martell might be there, but I don't think she wanted him to be there. But the way she looks is a testament to the headspace that she is in, showing out. Ever since she did that photo shoot in the lingerie, bitch, it's been over. Yes, Marceau did notice. Marceau did notice, bitch. I'm mad I didn't get the screenshot of his face when she walked up, because his face said it all. Do you hear me? Okay. You know how they be like, Boudreaux Schuler says it all. Well, guess what? Marceau's face when Mel's tits came up said it all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm goofy. Don't worry about me. So yes, they sit down, they talk. Tisha brings up the mommy podcast. She wants Destiny and Kimmy to be involved. Destiny kind of slides in there that she would like for Mel to be involved. Mel just sits there quietly because she doesn't want to be involved. Melody is hosting on OWN, okay? She don't need to be a part of the mommy podcast in which we feel like just because we have children, somebody cares about what we're talking about. I'm just saying, like, is the podcast popping? I don't know. But I feel like everybody who is a mom wants to have a damn podcast about being a mom. Like that's no tea, no shade. But I just kind of feel like, I don't know if that's what Tisha should be doing. But I'm not hating on it. Get it how you live, sis. But either way, y'all, Wanda came through. The thing about it though, y'all, I'm trying to see is there a screenshot. Maybe I missed the screenshot of when Wanda walked up. But Wanda walked up, hey everybody, and Kimmy was like, oh, so I guess Tisha and Marceau told you because I didn't. Okay, hey, how you doing, Wanda? All right, yeah. So we just go along with the rest of the evening. We give our speeches and everything because Mel wanted to leave just then. Mel wanted to leave when Wanda walked in, but said, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let Kimmy and Maurice, I'm sorry, let me get the Moss together. Maurice, give their speeches before I get up to leave, okay? They do all that. Everybody's graduating. It's beautiful. Y'all like the video. Martell gets there. Martell gets there, and Melody is like, one too many people I can't stand. Time for me to go. Her and Destiny are walking out together. Wanda says, wait a minute, Mel. She won't talk to her. Wait a minute, Mel. Wait a minute. Runs behind Mel. Mel, is walking out trying to get to her car. Trying to run to her car, girl. Oh, you wasn't quick enough. Miss Wanda was on your toes, girl. Miss Wanda was on your heels. So Miss Wanda is basically coming from a place like woman to woman. I understand what you're going through. There is somebody out there for you, just trying to give forth words of wisdom. But it's like, Miss Wanda, don't nobody need those words of wisdom from you. I got this. I'm good. I'm sure that's how she felt, but she was going to receive it because at the end of the day, we got respect for our elders. Okay. And we're not going to disrespect somebody if they're not coming at us sideways. We just not going to do that. So Mel took it on the chin. Really wasn't even really given an opportunity to say anything before Martell ran up. Wait, which one is better? Both of them are bad. He ran up. Let me tell y'all something. The way he ran up on this lady while she was talking to Mel, if any man in my family had been standing outside when he ran up on that lady, they'd have jumped. Lyric was literally sitting here like, boy, he glad that I'm not in that family, because if he had walked up on any lady in our family with that type of fever, it would have been an issue. Like, you would have got like, nigga, is you tripping? Like, midnight, is you crazy? Like, what's wrong with you? I brought it back, midnight. Okay, like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, why are you running up on this lady like that? I understand that Miss Wanda is messy. I understand that Miss Wanda has said some terrible things online, but I feel like so has Martell Holt. And at this point, that has nothing to do with you physically imposing yourself on this elderly woman like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did not like that. And like she was saying to him at the time, it was bitch made. Now, the funny part is that for a nice little bit, he was running his mouth about what she said about his kids, but they were ignoring him and continued to have their conversation. They really ignored him and continued to talk for a nice little minute before Mel was like, I'm just going to go. So Mel walks off. And then Martell continues to get in Miss Wanda's face. She says she didn't say anything about his kids. She would never do that. She said something about him. Now, I don't know what Miss Wanda might have said about the kids. I don't know. But what I do feel like is either way, you're a man. Don't walk up on that lady like that. If you have a problem with her, don't say shit to her. Ignore her. I just don't feel like there was any reason for them to have a confrontation. Wanda is going to say whatever the fuck Wanda wants to say, Martell, and there's nothing you can do about it. And getting into a confrontation with her in which you look even more like a bitch ass means that she's going to talk about your ass even worse. So I felt like that was stupid. Meanwhile, while this altercation is going on, Tisha is at the table telling Kimmy how rude it is that she said something about the fact that she did not invite Wanda to this party. She purposefully did not invite Wanda to the party. And Tisha passive aggressively invited her mother to the party because she's mad at Kimmy. And because she can't get her way with Kimmy, she's going to passive aggressively annoy the shit out of Kimmy. So what does she do? She invites her mom to this party, and now her mom is in an altercation with somebody. Granted, this was not Miss Wanda's fault. At least not to me. I don't feel like it was Miss Wanda's fault. But at the same time, it was Miss Wanda showing up and mess happening that would not have happened maybe if she was not there. Okay? Because Martell wasn't running behind Mel. Mel was able to leave, but I also feel like if Miss Wanda wasn't there, then Martell probably would have set his sights on Mel anyway. Okay? But I still feel like it wouldn't have been two people screaming at each other outside this venue to the point where Tisha and Marceau then say they're going to get up and go see what's going on. By the time they make it out there, Wanda is chasing behind Mel, and Destiny has gotten Martell to, stay put and stop getting in this lady's face. Okay. I just kind of feel like it's unfortunate that Miss Wanda has Marceau as a son-in-law, because if that was my husband, it would be expected for there to have been some type of words between he and Martell for walking up on my mama like that. Like, I don't give a fuck what my mama said. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life physically impose yourself on my mama like that, because at the end of the day, these are words and you're a grown ass man and this is an elderly woman. She could be wrong for that video, y'all. I didn't see the video, so I don't know what was said. She could be wrong. Miss Wanda is often wrong, you guys. But what I'm saying is he could have said something to her without physically imposing himself on her the way he did. To me, it is all about the way he ran up. Okay, it was all the way he ran up on her, y'all. That's my only thing. They were sitting at a table together, but the way he ran up, then you go find him, then you go find. It was all about his body language, y'all. And Tisha tells her mom, Mel is not your daughter. Why are you running behind her? Like, that's where your mind instantly goes to your mom feeling like Mel is her daughter. You're so jealous of her that you don't even understand what that moment was about for Miss Wanda. I think Miss Wanda knows that she was wrong and feels like that was a way to kind of apologize to Mel, because the situation is fucked up at the end of the day. And I don't think anybody with sense would think that Mel deserves the shit that Martell does. So at the end of the day, Martell, you're the bad guy. Nobody gives a shit about making anything right with you. Okay? But I do think that the way Miss Wanda was coming at Mel was in a way to try to like fix things without saying sorry. Y'all know how old folks like to do. They know they're wrong. They know they went too far and they might want to apologize, but they don't want to admit they're wrong. So they come at you in another way. I feel like that's what Miss Wanda was trying to do with Mel. Mel is not in a place where she gives a shit anyway. So Mel was going to give you the nice, nasty, all right, Miss Wanda, thank you, and walk on to her car anyway. Martell is the one that was like taking that shit to another level to me. Like, he escalated that situation. He made that situation worse. Back to Tisha. Tisha, nobody told you to invite your mom. Nobody told you to do that. We know that you invited her because you always feel like you need somebody to have your back since your husband doesn't have your back. Often he doesn't have your back because you require too much of people. You need to just chill out. Like, nobody, needs to give you all of this loyalty and have your back to the extent that you want people to have your back. You never want people to check you and tell you when you're wrong. You don't want real friends. You want, crazy ass loyalists like your mama. And everybody's not going to be like that. Everybody is not going to have that amount of, dedication to being your friend, bitch, because everybody is an adult and has their own lives at this point. You need to get some like self-confidence and, just some self-agency about your shit. You know what I'm saying? But she needed backup. That's why she always invites Miss Wanda. Okay. I also feel like production be wanting Miss Wanda there because they know she gonna turn it up. Okay. As they call her Wanda J. Blige. Okay. Ooh, yes, Martell is definitely unraveling. In that meeting with Mel, I can tell that Martell was unraveling. Like, he's losing his shit because he really thought he was going to be able to dog this lady out, treat her like shit, and then still be considered a charming, great guy who has this big heart. Like, miss me with that. If you can't see where you're wrong and have compassion for the woman who had 4 children for you, and then you call the woman that you've been cheating on that same woman with a peasant, and now you're having a baby with her, like, at the end of the day, where's the compassion for the women that you love sticking your dick in? Where's the compassion for them? Where's the compassion for the kids? Where was the compassion for Miss Wanda when you rolled up on her like you was going to knock her on her ass? Like, where was the compassion? Where was the compassion for your friend Marceau, who only giggled, who ain't even really do shit to you before you decided to spray him with the 20 girlfriends comments? Like, ooh, where was the compassion for the homeboy who was trying to tell you that you was dead wrong for the way you was trying to take the kids away from Mel? Well, where's the compassion? Where's all the love for those people? To me, it seems as if you treat everybody like shit when they don't go along with your bullshit. To me, that's what it seems like. When the veil is no longer over their eyes, when they finally recognize who you are and what you are, then all of a sudden, all of that sweet, charismatic bullshit goes out of the door, and you can't even get your words together to say the stupid shit that you're getting ready to say. Like, he was like, what are you saying? What dumb shit are you trying to say? You can't get your words together because you know you about to say some dumb shit. The treatment. Get the fuck out of it. The treatment. Okay, put that on. Let's talk about the treatment. That needs to be on the shirt too, Mel. Child, and I would honestly get a screenshot of your face and cartoon that shit. The treatment. Okay, I want it on the shirt. The way she told Kimmy that Kimmy was rude, and Kimmy was like, but it wasn't rude that she showed up. And then y'all proceed to hijack the event and make it about the Holtz and Scout and all of y'all mess. This had nothing to do with the people that this was actually for, which was Jalen and Maurice. This had nothing to do with them, and it wasn't about them, and y'all took it from them. At the end of the day, it's a reality show, so we glad y'all did. Thank you, Wanda J. Blige. But Martell, man, you need to go back to that therapist. You need to go back to that therapist. I don't know what type of medication you need to be on for your brain to work properly, but you're not firing on all cylinders, money. You're not. When shit is no longer making sense and people are telling you what it is and you're still like not getting it. Yeah. Martell posted what she said about the kids. It was out of line. I'm sure it was. I know who Miss Wanda is. I can't stand him either. Listen, everybody. I don't even need to see what she said. At the end of the day, I know who Wanda is, and I see her for her works. At the end of the day, but as a grown ass man, that is not how you handle an older woman that you are upset with. That is not how you handle her. I don't care. I don't care what she said. It is trash. It is messed up. Say that from across the room. Say that from across the table. But do not bum rush no elderly lady and get all in her face like you were going to put hands on her because of something she said online. Excuse me. After y'all have been going back and forth for months. No. That's not the response that was required. No. Okay, Martell's mother must be embarrassed. Oh yeah, she is. And you can tell she about through with him. If she ain't love him so much, she'd probably be through with his ass. When she told him he was just like his damn daddy, she meant that shit. She meant that. If Mel would have came after her, it would have been different. Exactly. I mean, even if he would have said something, like if he would have let Mel leave, and then when Miss Wanda came back to the table, addressed her at the table, sitting across the table, then I would have felt different about the situation. I would have felt like he was very much entitled to say something to her, in all honesty, but it was the way he did it. It was the way he did it. I'd be embarrassed to be related to him. Child, it's a shame. It's a shame the way you mess around with my heart. Roid rage. Child, them muscles is too big, right? I don't want my man to be that big. Do your little 100 push-ups every night and do your crunches and shit, but I don't want you to be that big. I like a basketball lean, you know? I like a lean. I can't say Marcel either. He needs to put his hands on Martell, but he don't want the smoke. No, he don't. You know what's so funny? I feel like as it pertains to the relationship between Marcel and Martell, Tisha and Marcel are a lot alike. Everybody's an alpha when there's a weaker person in the room. But when there's a alpha in the room, y'all often tend to bitch up. And I do feel like even though Marcel, you know, he's not entirely going to bitch up around Martell. He ain't going to let him do too much. But ultimately, I do feel like he wants his friendship in a way that he lets shit ride that he shouldn't have. Or he's too open to having a relationship with this man after too much has been said and done and too much disrespect has happened. As an elder, we need to stay in our lane, baby. I'm not playing with you youngsters because I have to shoot you. Listen, I agree with that, but at the same time, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know about the elders in your family, but the elders in my family will talk about you like a funky dog and not give a shit about your feelings. Say it to your face, say it in front of your child. Like my grandma, they had to tell my grandma all the time to stop saying shit around people because she would do the most. That's why I am how I am now, y'all. I've had to really get myself in line, but I was raised by a lot of older people who had no filter and don't give a shit. And if they feel like what they saying is the truth and what's right, they gonna say it anyway. And even if they wrong, if they in their bag, they gonna say it anyway. And that never gives anybody the right to put their hands on somebody that's elderly because this elderly person then read you or said some bad shit about your kids. Child, I didn't see people go, you know, little girl, it's some ugly. Like right in front of mama's face. That don't mean that you get to beat the old lady ass, okay? And y'all can play with Wanda J. Blige if you want to, but something made me feel like she had something under the dress. She was ready for you. If you give Martell a pipe and a can of spinach, you'll have Popeye to say, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that boy big in the arms, ain't he? It's not sexy. Marcel realized it's a reality show and he not gonna look crazy on TV. No, he doesn't realize it's a reality show because he absolutely looks crazy on TV. What are you talking about? Maybe I read it wrong. I don't know. Who was the one stupid person that disliked the video? I don't know. Y'all know they be hating on me. They come in the room ready to dislike me. They don't like me, so they show up to dislike my video. That's okay. They showed up. And you got to click on the video to dislike my ass. If my man didn't check Martell for coming at my mama like that, I would be reevaluating our relationship. For sure. For sure. Because to me, that feels like you're not, protective of the women in your family. Hey, Ransom with Ricardo. I was raised by older people without a filter, which I've had to work on because, Lord, my mouth is real reckless. Me too. Me too. You understand me? What about the elderly lady spitting on her sitter? What about it? What they got to do with this? Wanda didn't spit on nobody. Wanda didn't spit on nobody. And let's be very clear. You got to be a special type of person to work with old white people anyway. Okay. That happens a lot. Old people are crazy. Old people are, they have dementia. Old people have issues. They be angry. They be mad. They be racist. Like when you work in that field, you usually be ready for that. And sometimes people have good days and sometimes they have bad days. Like I have family members who've worked with old people, who've worked, with people who have, mental and, learning disabilities, mentally, I don't want to, because it's different things, you know what I'm saying? But either way, those people can be very volatile sometimes, and it takes special people to work in those industries. So at the end of the day, what am I supposed to say about that? Like, if you're going to take care of old people, you're going to know that sometimes they may do some crazy shit to you, like spit in your face. Now, to me, I would not do that job. But I also don't think I would be okay with watching a strong person beat the shit out of an elderly person. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't care who you are or what's been done. I don't want to see anybody beat somebody that can't defend themselves. One good slap, I ain't gonna lie. When she spit on her the second time, I would have liked for her to backhand slap the shit out of that lady just one time. It ain't even got to be no change in body position. Pop! Go sit your ass down somewhere and finish doing what you're doing. But she was on camera. She knew what she was doing. Why would she hit the lady while she was sitting there on camera and get fired from her job? That's stupid. Like, that's why, people don't get in that business. But old people are very mean. and spitting on somebody and saying some shit on social media are not the same thing. Okay, but yeah, like I said, people be having dementia, they be having Alzheimer's, they have all type of mental issues that cause them to do that, and it's not necessarily coming from a place of where they always dealing with you like that. They have good days and they have bad days. I just stay away from the elders. I mean, do what you got to do. You might be missing out on the gems, you know, because when they be in their right mind, they might tell you something that you need to know. 961 people and I only have 132 likes. Like the video, people. Yes, I mean, it will behoove y'all to like the video so y'all can tell YouTube y'all like my content instead of just, you know, sitting in the bushes like a creep. Like the video. Martell clothes are tight. If he sneezes, he gonna bust out of them for sure. For sure. Like, I don't know if you saw, but this sweater looked like it was going through a tough time. That poor sweater. That poor sweater. Like, oh my God, look at his underarm area. God damn. You got to lay off the roids. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I know we were sitting here. I see 429 likes. Oh, okay. All right. Well, y'all should like the video some more because I'm done. And I have 2 more videos to go and record. So I love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. It just was a real messy video and I wanted to talk about it with you guys. So I'm glad that y'all came and did the live with me and talked to me because it's Valentine's Day. It's a Sunday, but having 900 of y'all in the room, I love it. Love to see it. Can I post? I posted a video on my Instagram, but I guess I'll post a picture over here on YouTube too so y'all can see it. But yes, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good Valentine's Day. And I'll see y'all in the next few videos because I got some other stuff coming out today. But yes. Oh, and I might do Real Housewives of Atlanta as a live tomorrow. Okay? That might happen as well. Independent, because we might have to do a Bondy Blue show too. So we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But anyway, I love you guys. Have a good day. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Mardi Gras. See y'all later.